What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about reasons why I rather stay single and rather I don't want to entertain or date women romantically is because of this. A lot of women I've dealt with, a lot of women I've observed and interacted with, I've realized a lot of women, I'm not saying all women, hopefully not, but I feel like most women, especially around my age and well, any age, but the ones I've been around with, is like they have so much fucking trauma. Like they have so much fucking trauma. Like they're so insecure. Like they're so emotionally closed off. And you guys watch this, you guys are probably saying, oh, maybe it's you, maybe they're not emotionally available towards you. You're the problem. No, it's not that, because they're like this towards a lot of other people. But the reason why these women like that, they're able to find relationships like that, they're able to fuck and have sex and date other men who are into them is because they're shallow. They're both shallow. They like to settle for shallow connections. A lot of people are shallow in this world. They settle for like jobs, life situations, and relationships. It's shallow. They don't believe in themselves. Or either that or their spiritual mission's not that important in my opinion, so they settle pretty much. That's my opinion. But yeah, so, and not only that, but most of these women, like, I feel like they got nothing too exciting to talk about. So it's like most women I've dealt with, it always ends in disappointment. To where, like, whenever I come to connections, like I'm always the one that has a lot more to offer. I have a lot more value, socially, physically, spiritually. I have a lot more to offer. But it's like they can't bring that shit back. The only reason why I want them is because as a human being, we desire connections. We desire to be around people. So yeah, naturally, I am going to crave a romantic partner. I'm going to crave a deep connection. But unfortunately, if you're very spiritual, or if you have a very important spiritual mission, or like if you have a lot of intelligence or self-awareness, you kind of going to have to be alone because you're going to be around a lot of people who are just shallow. Or depending on your karma or like the things you got to experience. It depends on your spiritual mission, to keep it short, pretty much. So there are people who actually have a lot to offer, but these people are blocked romantically. I'm not sure it's because of like God's protection, because they're meant to learn or experience certain things so they can help the collective, or like just, I feel like, I personally believe spiritual protection is a blockage. People may, yes, it could be trauma and the things you experience, but that deals with your spiritual mission too. All the bullshit, narcissistic abuse you've experienced, that's part of your spiritual mission, because clearly you didn't ask for this, but it was forced upon you. Out of everyone, it was forced upon you. So that's a sign. That's one of the signs that, yeah, you have a spiritual mission involving healing and shit like that. It's not your fault. It's God's problem, pretty much. But people don't fucking see that. So yeah. So I don't date women. I'd rather not date women, pretty much. Because again, a lot of women, they're just stuck up, and I feel like I'm too grown. I'm too like, I've been through too much. I have a lot going on in my life to where I don't want to settle or even chase or convince a bitch that has so much trauma. Like, I'm not at that point no more. I'm just done. Because I've experienced, even with my twin flame and soulmate connections, to where I have a spiritual, etherical connection with these people, to where I can't really fully detach from them. It's out of my control. Realistically, I still don't want to fucking deal with them, because they're all still on the same bullshit. They're still like emotionally closed off and just egotistical and just bitchy and narcissistic. And people who know about twin flames, they're probably thinking, oh, well, they are a mirror of you. So if they're like this, then probably you're like that towards yourself. And my answer to that is fuck no. Fuck no, because that wasn't the case. Then why am I making this video with that self-awareness? Knowing that I'm also doing the healing work, and I've been doing this shit since 2017ish. Maybe because, and even other videos talk about with twin flames, usually the other counterpart at times, they could do the most healing work, they could put in the most work, but the other twin flame cannot be doing shit. That's another reason why I'm even experiencing another twin flame connection with another fucking person. Because that other person failed to do the healing work. Because human beings have some free will. So they even talked about with twin flames, if they have free will, they can use that to not do the healing work and to prosper in life. So this is why my other twin flame, this bitch is stuck. So now the universe or God or life has to transfer that energy towards another fucking person, to which I'm fucking experiencing right now. And from the looks of it, I feel like life or itself is going to transfer that same energy I'm experiencing right now towards a different person in the future. I can see that shit playing out, because clearly the person I'm experiencing with this person's on the same bullshit, and I want nothing to do with that person. Even that person is changing and doing that. I still don't want nothing to do with that person. This person's too closed off, too emotionally unavailable, and I'm not dealing with that shit, dude. I'm not fucking dealing with that. I've dealt with a lot of people like that. I'm over this shit, man. But yeah, but that's one of the reasons why I'm not dealing with like females and women. Like, I would love to date them. I would love to be in relationships with them. But at the same time, it's not even worth it. It's not worth the headache. It's not worth the confusion. It's not worth the bullshit because they're just so insecure. This is why I'm so happy to be a guy in this lifetime. I don't want to be a female. Who the fuck wants to be a female? Like, because you can't even go out as much. You can't do as much things. Because pretty much all you gotta do is manipulate people to get your way through your fucking body and sex appeal and through your mind games. Who the fuck wants to live life like that? Not me. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You get fucking periods all day and shit like that. Get the fuck out of here, dude. This is why I'm happy to be a male. I could do whatever I want. I could go out whenever I want. I could defend myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. You know? And no, that, but guys, we naturally evolve. We get better as we get older anyway. So we're not in our prime in our 20s or 30s. No, we pretty much reach our primes when we're later in life, when we're like 40 or 50. And men, we never like age like milk. We age like wine. Women, they age like milk, you know? Dried up, wrinkly, old ass pussy and shit. No one wants to deal with that. This is why guys date younger women and shit like that. So this is why I'm happy to be a guy in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Because as guys, we're always developing. Yes, women, they might have an advantage because they could be a hoe and a slut and fuck any guy they want. Because their prime is like in their early age in life. They could do that. They could date around. This is why every woman you see, they got so many body counts and they dated so much men. They got a huge advantage. They're never lonely like that. They got so much emotional support and shit like that. So it's like, it is unfair, but you got to look at it from a bigger picture. Men always has the last laugh because we're always getting better regardless. And as a man, we always have we are always capable, and we have the mental fortitude to overcome a lot of obstacles more than women, in my opinion. We do. Even if we have no one, we can create opportunities to attract people. That's the thing. Through YouTube, through social media, through putting ourselves out there, through working out, going to the gym, by doing manly shit, you know? Like, so we always have the last laugh anyways. Not only that, but as life goes by, we get better. We make more money. We get better physically. We're not, like, our bodies are developing. This is why people call it grown man strength when you're 30 or 40s, you know what I'm saying? You naturally develop a lot of more weight, a lot more strength and shit like that. It's become more better financially, spiritually, physically, you know? So this is, so it's like, I'm not tripping. But yeah, but like, I'd rather not date women like that. I'm to the point in my life where like, I'm not gonna force anything. I'll let them come to me naturally. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Because if God is orchestrating connection situations to where like, God is purposely putting me around karmic partners and twin flames and soulmates to where I'm feeling their energy 24/7, to where I'm feeling a lot of sexual energy 24/7 and shit like that, can't get on my mind. A lot of like overstimulation, my heart chakras, heartbeat, shit like that. It's like, if God could orchestrate these type of bullshit ass situations, and also narcissistic people and their goals and objectives to fuck you up mentally, spiritually, if God could orchestrate all that shit, I'm sure God could orchestrate a fucking life partner or even like romantic partners to date around and fuck, you know what I'm saying? So why am I even tripping about it? You know, it may take longer, unfortunately, due to your spiritual mission and soul mission, on however God wants you to, whatever the fuck you want to experience. This is how it is, unfortunately. I know life is not fair, and that's why I like to go by. Life isn't fair. It's not fair. You gotta play with the cards you're dealt with. But at the same time, it's like you still gotta have faith because everything is spiritual. So you even look at tarot readings. If you're drawn to certain channels, certain spiritual channels and tarot readings, it means you are going to get success. You're all going to get guarantees. It's just ride it out. Again, life is not the way it is. It's pretty much what life is about experiences. There's why a lot of people go through bullshit and stupid ass shit, but no one questions and thinks like, this can't be a coincidence. Clearly, since everyone's experiencing this shit and kind of similar, there has to be a higher power that kind of orchestrating that shit just so we could experience certain things. But a lot of people don't think like that, and then they play victim. And well, I mean, we are victims by default actually, but where was I getting at? People, if they don't grasp what God be doing and shit like that, then that could really like fuck them up in the long run, because they think that all this shit is happening. They think they're alone. They think their experiences by themselves. Nah, like there's a higher energy at play here, but people, they don't see that. You don't have to believe me. Not saying I'm right, but that's how I view shit. That makes sense to me, based on what I've experienced and how things play out and how everything is in synchronized order and shit like that. But yeah, but I rather not date. I don't want to deal with women like that. I feel like they got too much baggage. I'm not sure if it's always like this. I'm not sure if it's because of social media or the timeline. Women were always like this. I don't know what it is, but apparently, as of right now, I'd rather not deal with them. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. And most of them are stuck up too. So I'm rather not deal with that shit. But because what the fuck they got to offer? You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself that. If you're gonna pursue a woman, what do they got to bring to the table besides pussy? You know what I'm saying? But and no, I'm not talking about all women. I'm talking about some women. This video's out of spite and anger, so don't take it personal. But that's all I gotta say, and have a good one. Peace.